I think this might be the world's longest elevator ride. Why are you apologizing? Oh, come on, how is it your fault the elevator stopped working? I need to pay a visit to the maintenance crew of this building sometime in the night. Lucifer knows we're paying them far too much. This is just an inconvenience, you know. I'm not too upset to be stuck in here with you or anything. I'm sorry I gave you that impression. Yes, it has been a long night, but I'm afraid the night has only just begun. What about you, though? Are you liking it here at the firm? Yeah, of course I know who you are. You're kind of hard to miss. Being one of the very few human employees in this... Oh, I'm not mistaken, am I? I could have sworn from your scent you're a daywalker. Daywalker is just a term of endearment we use for humans. You are one, yes? You can relax, you know. I'm not gonna do anything to you. Oh, Mother would not be pleased if something like that happened to you. Relax. You're in good fangs. Hands. That's what I said, didn't I? Oh, it's quite alright. You do look a little tired. Sleepy, even. I can see the faint dark circles under your eyes. You've been working very hard ever since you joined the firm, haven't you? Calm now, darling. Modesty is good. It'll get you to the door, but it's confidence that'll open doors for you. You should acknowledge all the amazing work you've done. Mother spoke rather highly of you. You were hired out of college like, what, a month ago? And you've already made an impact. You've helped 7 people connect with their other halves from a past life. And in the process, there are other halves too. It's a total of 14 people you've helped in your first month here. It's an achievement to be celebrated. Yeah, you should celebrate it with some sleep. You're funny. But, seriously, don't run yourself dry working so hard, okay? It'll be a waste of all that blood. A waste of all that talent. That's what I... Hey, you alright? Well, if you're starting to hear things, it's probably a sign you should get some rest. This work we do, it can get a little overwhelming. And not just in terms of paperwork. You know what I mean, yes? The ideas of souls and past lives. It takes time to get used to. For humans, at least. We vampires don't have souls, but honestly, sometimes I think we are fortunate in that regard. We're not victims to Inua. Yes, that's what humans go through before they submit an application to our firm. Inua. It's this feeling of emptiness, when nothing in the world interests you anymore. Not even the things you gave your life to, or the things that have kept you from giving up your life. I've never experienced it, but I'm told it's like drowning in a deep, dark, depthless lake. Except you can't feel the coldness of the water. You can't even feel the water seeping into your lungs. You're uncomfortably numb. There's something you really need to do, but you don't know what it is or how to do it. It's because the memories in your souls are starting to wake, to remember. You had someone you cared about very much in your last life, but you lost them after you were reborn. And they feel the same way too. But it's impossible for you to find each other. And you know why? You studied this in college. That's right. Because these memories, data if you will, they're too diffused. Highly encoded. Dying does that to a human soul. It's almost like a sacred law of nature. Nothing you did in your previous life can carry over into your present one. It's supposed to be a clean slate, but even so, that little glitch remains, longing for a missing piece, wishing you were whole again. All that remains is emptiness. All that remains is Inua. We're really helping people by reuniting them with their soulmates. Of course, we can't do it for free. It's difficult, expensive work. But you can't put a price on love, am I right? The city has a fairly decent nightlife. Have you been to any clubs or bars yet? No, I don't suppose you have the time. Oh well, if you're ever in the mood, just give me a call. Don't send an email. I'm not your boss. My mom is. But just call me. I'll be able to acquaint with you with some of my favorite hangouts. Pricey? Oh, darling. No, it's nothing. I understand you had just relocated. That's even more of a reason for you to accompany me on my nightly haunts. My guests and I don't have to pay for drinks. Not that I've had many guests or anything. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. May I ask you something? Have you managed to find a benefactor yet? No? Really? I see. That is, well, you should find a benefactor as soon as possible. It's essential in order for you to keep working on this firm. Yes, I'm afraid it's important. You know, this is a vampiric city. Any human residing here has to enter an agreement with one of my kind. I'm sure you've been approached before. Oh, please, there's nothing like becoming a vampire's pet. You just need to offer a bit of your blood, at least once a week, to your benefactor, in exchange for certain privileges. Look, you don't have to read into it. The nature of the agreement depends entirely on you and the vampire you're contracted with. But you should think of it as a working visa. Without a benefactor, you're liable to get deported. And that, in turn, means being unable to continue working here. Which is why I'm gonna be direct. Would you be interested in becoming mine? You heard me. Would you like me to make you mine? I understand you're tired, but you're not hallucinating. I'm being serious. I don't have a blood bag of my own. I dislike that term, it's derogatory. How about I call you puppy instead? What do you say? Would you like to be my puppy? I'll make sure to treat you well, take care of you, help you adjust. I like your scent. The scent of your blood is quite alluring, honestly. And I am feeling a little peckish. How about it, It's not a bad idea since the two of us are stuck in this elevator. We may as well get something out of it, right? You do have a choice, darling. I'm not gonna force you into anything. I'm merely making you an offer. I've watched you around the place before, you know. We've chatted a couple of times. You're always really nervous, a little afraid. But you're always sincere and genuine. And you really do care about helping people through your work. you want to do good in this world. I found that rather charming. You don't need to give me an answer right away, puppy. But I get the impression you're curious what it's like to have a woman's fang deep inside of your neck. It only hurts a bit first, but then it feels, well, how about I just show you? You don't have to speak if you're unsure about words, just not for me. I tend to be quite discerning about my acquisitions, and I think I might like you. So what do you think, puppy? Won't you let me have a bite? Oh, I was right. You taste, Lucifer. You taste absolutely intoxicating. The scent of your blood, its texture on my tongue. The flavor, the very essence of your soul. Oh, darling. I think we're gonna become very best of friends. Hey, careful now. You don't want to fall and hurt yourself. Puppy, are you listening? Well, you suddenly look like you had fun. Poor thing. I left a few drops unattended. Can't have you looking like that. People would start talking. Shh, it's okay, I've got you. Let me take care of that. All done. Would you look at that? We're moving again. I guess the universe really does work in mysterious ways. The scenery from the glass elevator is quite nice, you know. I've lived in the city for years, but I still manage to spot something different in the skyline each time I look. Yeah, the lights inside those skyscrapers look blue right now instead of fluorescent. And the skyscrapers look obsidian instead of dark. And the neon billboards over Eliza's looks violet again. It was colored green back when I was in your shoes. Oh yes, I used to work in cases too, once upon a time. Mother didn't really approve, which was all the more reason to do it, but deep down, I suppose the human have always been a fascination of mine. I'm ageless and immortal. I don't have a soul. Which is why I was drawn to what your kind possesses, even though you never fully realize it. The idea of two souls being linked to each other, persisting even after death, finding each other time and time again. Quantum entanglement or love, whichever you prefer. It was something else. Otherworldly. But what really surprised me was seeing the expressions on their face afterwards. People would help reconnect. It doesn't even have to be a lover from time to time, you know? Some bonds linger because you were meant to find each other. One of my earliest cases was this girl who showed up front desk one night. She was despondent, the poor thing. She felt a deep longing, but she didn't know what was wrong. It turned out in her previous life she had a brother, her only family in the world. I mapped the information hidden in her soul on the mainframe, found a perfect match. A boy, an orphan, living in the outskirts of the city. The moment they met each other, they know who they were. It was like seeing a lighthouse after sailing through fog for all the years. It all just clicked. She ended up adopting him as a brother again. That's when I saw that billboard, as I was ascending to the top floor after work, just before the sun rose. The billboard was lovely, vibrant green, full of promises, but I was alone in this glass box and couldn't help but wonder if someone was out there missing me, meant for me. But that's impossible, of course. I've never had another life. This is the only life I ever have. What was that, my dear? Maybe who knows? You don't think so? Maybe who knows? You should really get some rest though. You look positively drained. Oh, I do believe you. I hope you're right. Thanks, by the way. This has been quite lovely, but I'm afraid I have some unfinished business to take care of. Collect your things and return to your apartment. You have a long night ahead of you tomorrow. I'll call you a cab. Be downstairs in 15 minutes. Go home and get some sleep. I mean it. Oh, and puppy? Come and see me in my office tomorrow. I'll be expecting you. Good puppy.